Hi there, and welcome to, hey Jamie, welcome to a Facebook Live. I'm going to try and do these every Monday. Sometimes Mondays don't work out really well, but for right now, they're here. Oh, good, Joan. Hey, Dolly. It wasn't telling me anybody was here. I thought I was talking to myself. um, so tonight, I wanted to show you, hey, Kathy, you know I'm in love with the punches, right? So this punch is the scalloped tag punch, and if you include this on your April orders, you will get a special gift in the mail from me. Shh, it's a secret. I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to be surprised. There are lots of things that you get when you place an order with me. I was realizing that afterwards. I'm thinking, I'm kind of building up the stuff that they're getting here, but that's okay. I like that. So if you place, just so that you know, if you place a $50 order with me, that automatically enrolls you in all the April courses. Anything that I teach in April, you get it. Some are recorded live, some are pre-recorded, some have whispers. Remember, whispers are my notes that I put together for you that you can print out and have later. You get it all. And what's cool about it is, well, besides me, what's cool about it is that you get to go back and watch it whenever you want in one little place. You don't have to go whirling through Facebook or go to YouTube and try and find it. I put everything in one neat little place for you in my classroom. So you simply go to caramiller.com. You can shop there. You can find the link to my Stampin' Up site. But you can also, once you've done your ordering, I will enroll you. It doesn't happen automatically. I'm not connected that way. It's not magic yet. I have to do it. So you place the order with Stampin' Up. I see it come through, and then I go in and I manually add you to my classroom. That classroom is yours forever. It doesn't go anywhere. And if you order each month, then you get added to the new months. This month we're working on heat embossing. We're working on the window box cards, which is a really cool big shot. And we're working on scrapbooking using my simple files. If you're still a Cricut user, or you are a Cricut user, and you can use SVGs with your Cricut, you can cut this, it's called a simple. It's basically a template that helps you position your pictures on your page. If you've never used a simple before and you're not a Cricut person, don't worry. I give you the same kind of thing that you can use with mats cut from using your trimmer. And I give you the cutting guide and all of that. That's the third class. And then, of course, there's Paper Pumpkin. And remember, Paper Pumpkin in April is a huge deal and a really big secret. We never know what it is every month, but April is designed by the CEO of Stampin' Up. Her name is Sarah. And she's got inside information, and actually one of the inks that's in this month's Paper Pumpkin is one of the brand new ones. I don't even know what it is yet, coming out in June, but you get to have a little sneak peek in this Paper Pumpkin. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. Okay, enough dab. Oh, one more thing. I knew there was more. Every $50 order that you place, or if you place a $100 order, it gets you two. You get a reward from me. The reward is a little check mark that you check off on your checklist, and you have a list from me that you can download. And once you get to 10, then you get a free stamp set. And there's a form in the classroom, because remember, once you place your $50 order, you're in the classroom. And that's where it will be, is in there for you to, and you can print it out, have it next to in your craft room somewhere. And every time you place an order, just write it down. It's all up to you. I trust you. And when you get 10, then you tell me what stamp set you want, email it to me, and I will, you don't have to send me the actual form. It's okay. You can just email me and say, I want this stamp set. You can take a picture of that form all filled out so I know what it is that you got. Anywho, talk to me if you have any questions. Just email me and I will get you all set up. So for 50 bucks, you get enrolled in the classroom. Oh, by the way, you get whatever you ordered from Stampin' Up. Of course, that's really cool. Then you get enrolled in the classroom. You get to add a sticker onto your frequent Cara buyer chart. I haven't given it a cool name yet, but you do. you get, and if within your $50 you included this cool punch, it's in the blog post today if you're not sure which one it is, and I'll put the link in the bottom of this too. If you include that punch, then you get something special from me in the mail. All right? Okay, well, let's go play with the punch now so we can see what it actually does. Hey, Jean, I'm glad you're here in the classroom to check it out. I did put the link in the blog. If you want to actually come into the classroom and not into Facebook Live, you can do that too. Alrighty, switch into the other camera. Oh, I don't think I even showed you. I think I was so busy talking about what you get. These are some of the tags created using this really cool punch, right? Using, Shih Tzus are losing their mind out there, don't worry. The cupcake framelits, we talked about these earlier, and they come in a really cool bundle with the sweet cupcake, and I know some of you have ordered these. What's great about these are stages of stamps. So you start with one and you layer them, and because they're clear, you can see them. Okay, but I was looking at these this morning and I thought, boy, they would be really cute on a tag. Maybe they're too big for this tag. You know, maybe this won't work. Guess what? It works really, really well. Look how adorable that tag is. And if you pop it up with some foam dots, your frosting is actually sticking out and it has some dimension to this. So cute. And I did 3 of these. This one is done with the wish. I love how detailed that is. That's one of the cuts in the thin cuts. So cute. And then I could put all 3 of these on the front of my card. I could just use one and put it on my gift bag. So cute, right? Okay, so let's figure out how to do this. We've done this once before, but it was really early and you might have missed it, and I don't think I recorded that one. So I wanted to do this again. All right, first things first. The 2 stamp pads the ink pads that I'm gonna use, Crumb Cake, this is from the Neutral collection, and the Calypso Coral. And that's from the Subtle. And I just love, as you can tell by my countertop and my colors in my room, this is my palette. I just love, I'm not a really bold, I like subtle. So, first thing I'm gonna do is stamp. I need to get my paper ready. So I'm using Whisper White, and I'm gonna trim a piece that's just gonna be 2 inches, because that's what I'm gonna need for that's how the width of this tag. And I also need a piece of scrap paper. And what I'm gonna do and I'll let you look at the cupcake. To do this cupcake, the stamp set comes with a set of 3. And they number them 1, 2, 3. Guess what? We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go backwards. It works better that way, at least from my experimenting, it works better that way. So first thing I'm gonna do is take off the 3. And the biggest thing I can tell you on this one, make sure that you push it down. These are clear acrylics going on a clear block. Make sure you push all over it, especially before you put the ink on. You wanna make sure there's no bubbles under it. If there's any little bubbles underneath the stamp, you won't get a good smooth stamp. And this is a solid cover, so I don't want any bubbles, all right? I'm gonna move this over, and I'm gonna do this one out of the Calypso Coral. I have no idea who they're eating out there. Sorry, they're supposed to be behaving when they know that I'm with you guys. Lori's asking the question, can you use a Misty? You absolutely can. I am working really hard to improve my skills, so I don't need to use a Misty, but you can. If you're good and happy with it, absolutely. They're thin enough, they will fit in it. Yep. So here's the trick. You're going to stamp it, ink it up nice. And this is the bottom one. Make sure I have good ink coverage. And I'm going to stamp it off twice. 1, 2, and then stamp it down here. Okay, so there's the bottom layer. Be careful. Now I hit this when I was trying to find a way to do it and make sure that you could still see it on the camera. Be careful that you don't get a little bit of ink on your block, because then you could easily touch it onto some other part of your card and you don't want to. So wipe that off. And then I'm going to start with number 2. That works well. And again, same thing. Really push it down. Make sure I'm getting every part of it good and solid on the block. Ink it up. And I'm going to stamp it off once. And then now I have to line it up. And this is the tricky part, but I can look down and I can see right through where it's going to go. When I get there, commit, make sure I push down good and solid, don't rock. And now, 2 layers. You could also use different color inks if you wanted. And now, layer 3. Push down really well, ink it up, and don't stamp this off, just stamp this right on. Again, line it up, look down through. This little point at the bottom is usually what I use to line it up. And there's all 3. Now it's frosting. If it's off just a whisker, the world doesn't come to an end, because cupcake frosting isn't always perfect, right? Now, let me make some room here. Now I'm going to run this through my Cuttlebug, or my Big Shot. You could use a Cuttlebug too. And I'm going to use my die cuts and cut it out. So let me show you a few tricks. The last time I did this, I did not own the magnetic plate. I will tell you that has changed my life. So here's the Big Shot. The magnetic plate is awesome. A magnetic platform, because it holds everything exactly where you put it. So now we slide you in, and then you, and I'm going to put the cut side down, but it's going to stay right where I put it because the magnet holds it in place. Could you hear that? And it snaps right in. I can slide it around, get it exactly where I want it. It's not going to go anywhere. Pop this little cover in. Trying to keep it under the camera for you. Come on, roll back out, get out of here. And here we go. And there's the top of my cupcake, right? Now I need to do the base. All right. Since the Shih Tzus have calmed down, I will continue and not break out in hot. I hate barking dogs. They know I hate it too. Okay, the bottom part of the cupcake does the same thing. It's the same 1, 2, 3, only we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Yes, magnetic plate, really cool. It's a wonderful addition to your Big Shot or your Cuttlebug. So I probably didn't say this at the beginning either. I'm calling these numbers. The numbers are right here on this sheet. They tell me what their numbers are. But remember, I'm going to go backwards. So I'm going to use 3 first, then 2, then 1. So I'm going to start with number 3. Put that down, and again, make sure you get it good and stuck. And this time I'm going to use crumb cake ink. If I put it here, you can see it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my same paper that I'm stamping off on, which I've lost already. It's just a piece of scrap paper that you need. Here it is. And ink her up. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. 2 offs on this layer. 1, 2, and then the piece I really want. Okay, so there's my base. See, it's not very bright, but that's what you want because you're going to layer this. So there's actually, okay, I did it wrong. That was layer number 2. So you get to watch one more time. Here's layer number 3. That's why I have extra paper. Layer number 3, ink her up. And we get to practice again. Stamp off 1, 2. And now let's see if we can do it right this time. And stamp. Okay, that's really layered. That's really the bottom. Okay, layer number 3. Now let's go to number 2. Again, stick her right down. Ink. And I'm going to stamp off once on this layer. And then I'm going to line it up, make sure I'm where I want to be, and commit. And then my top layer. And that is layer number 1. Stick it on down, and I don't stamp off on this, just 1. Line her up and commit. And now I have the dimension that I wanted, all using the same color ink. I didn't have to get 3 different colors to get this crumb cake. Worked great. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the cupcake base. And let's bring you back in. Lay you down. Put your cut side down on the plate. Much easier than cutting first and then trying to line it up to make sure that your stamp gets exactly where you want it. After you've done all that work, I'd be really annoyed if I had done what I just did on this. But since, well, that's all right, no big deal, just stamp again. All right, now I'm ready to put my cupcake together, but I need to make my tag. So there's my cupcake. Now I need my tag. I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip out of my Whisper White. You could do it out of anything. It doesn't have to be Whisper White. This was done out of the designer paper. This is done out of cardstock, and it's really pretty easy. And you're simply going to slide her in till it stops, and you have a perfectly scalloped top. Now you bring in your trimmer. And I'm going to do it about 4 inches. And then I'm going to put the base down first. Whoops. I'm like, where did the top of the tag go? I'm going to put the base down first using my snail. And then grab my dimensionals. Pop that on. I'm trying to see what Lori just asked me. Yes, this is the magnetic plate for the Big Shot. Was that your question? Stampin' Up! Has that for you. It's super cool. Dimensionals on the back, and then overlap just a little bit, and it fits perfect on your tag. So then on this stamp set, I have like all kinds of sentiments to put on here. Thanks so much, even belated birthday, and I have plenty of room to do it up here, or I can do a second tag. On this one I did happy birthday on it. I could do another tag with more information. This is part of the die cuts. Sweet Cupcake is really cool. I really like it. And then just a simple card base. Now, clearly that looks kind of drab and boring on top of there, but if you grab your patterned paper, that I did is another tag and layered it. I like that look. I also like adding a third tag. I could do just paper, but I kind of like the tags. I'm a little addicted to them. And I love my tag punch. Alrighty. Oh, thanks for joining me, you guys. I'm glad we were able to get through it. I'm sorry that my dogs barked through part of it. They're adorable. One of these days I'll bring them in and you can check them out. They're super cute. If anybody has any questions or wants to see what the classroom looks like, this is actually a great way to do it. When I put these links up, you can actually join by either coming to Facebook, or you can go to the link and come right into the classroom if that's something that you want to try. And we're good. All right, everybody, have a great night. Get some stamping done, and I will see you soon. Bye.